Hi everyone, it's Gina, your online biz expert, and today I want to share with you a little trick, and that is how you can create some pre-printed sticky notes. Now I know you can go off somewhere and order them and have them all, but we don't want a whole lot of them, and we don't want to spend money for something that we already have, right? So why would you want to do this? Well, with so much going on, it's easy for things to fall through the cracks. And this is just one way that I have found that helps me stay organized. So here we go. The first thing we want to do is open up a blank Word document, and then first I go over here to view, and this is again in 2007, but I'm sure there's similar functions in either earlier versions or later versions. I turn on my rulers and I turn on my grid lines because it's important for us to be able to set things up and align them properly so that when we're ready to print. So now that I've done that, what I want to do is go over here to Insert Table, and I'm going to create a table. I'm going to insert a table, and what I need for this table is I need only just 2 columns and I need 3 rows. Sorry, 2 columns and 3 rows. Okay, once I've set that up, what I now need to do is go in and I want to format my table. So the way to do that is you can highlight here and select Table Properties from the drop down, or you can simply click on Properties and it'll open up the menu box. So the first thing we want to do is click on the Table tab, and we want to make our preferred width 7.69 inches. We want our alignment to remain to the left, and we want to have an indent from the left of negative 0.55. Indent from the left, negative 0.55, and we don't need to make any changes, any other changes there. Then we want to go over on the row tab, and we want to specify that the row height is going to be 3.24 at least. 3.24 at least. Our column is going to be 3.84 inches. 3.84 inches for the column, and the cell is also going to be 3.84 inches, and it's going to stay aligned to the top. Okay, what we need to do next now is to make some adjustments to the margin of the page. So you want to come over here to Margins, and you want to click on Custom Margins. And the custom margin that you want, for the top you want it to be 0.5. For the bottom, you want it to be 0.5, and the left and right can stay the same, which is 1. Next step is for us to go, and we want to do an insert. You want to go over here to Insert, and we want to insert a text box. We're going to skip all the pre-formatted text boxes, and we're going to come down here and select Draw Text Box. So now that we've inserted the box, we need to format the box itself. So what we want to do is highlight it until you see that black arrow and do a right click, Format Box. So we want to leave the internal margins. It's going to default to that. So we want to leave that there. What we want to do is go over here to Color and Lines. And you can make your line any color, but it doesn't matter because we're going to cover that up anyway. And the weight of the line is 0.75, and that's okay. Now we want to go over here to Size. And the height needs to be adjusted as an absolute height to 3.05. 3.05, and the width, we need to adjust that to a 3.0. So the height is absolute 3.05 and the width is absolute 3.0. And so the layout, text box, and all text all remain the same. So you want to go ahead now and click OK. So once you've created that box, we need to go ahead and we need to copy this box into the other blocks in the table. So you're going to go ahead and highlight that and hit copy, or you could do right click copy. And I usually I want to try to make sure that it's on the same line. I'm going to do another paste so that I can get another for this other block, and I'm going to put it on a line to make sure. I'm going to do it up a little one. And if you notice where there's just the one block separating the top of the table and the top of the box. So you want to make sure you continue that throughout when you're pasting it into the rest of these boxes here. So let's just go ahead and you can go ahead and do that. I'm going to switch over to a place where I've already done it. I've already copied and pasted into all 6 of my boxes. So this is now what is going to become your template. So what we want to do is we want to save this. And then what we want to do is we want to go ahead and print this. Few minutes, you want to print that out. Once you've printed it out, what you're going to do next is you're going to add the stickies. So you're going to just take some stickies, 6 stickies from your sticky notepad, and what you want to do is make sure that you're aligning them with the top line, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but certainly you want to make sure that it lines up to the top line in each box. And so this is what it should look like. So you should have 6 stickies sitting on your attached to your template. And then what you want to do with this is, now depending on the way your printer behaves, now my printer requires that I take this and I put it in face down with the sticky notes facing down. So you need to check to see which way your printer requires you to do it. So once you've prepared your sheets that you're going to print to, the next thing is you want to go ahead and create your list, and you can go into your blank and just click into the first one and go ahead and you can start typing your list. So I'm going to cheat a little bit because I had already created a list, and you want to go ahead and you create that first list. Once you've created the first list, because you want to make several copies of this same list, what you want to do now is go ahead and highlight it and just use the copy feature, highlight. You can right click and copy, or you can go up here and say copy, and then you want to paste it into the other boxes. And once you've pasted it, it'll look like this, and you should be able to go ahead and print to those sticky notes. And once you've printed it, this is what you should see. And each of your stickies should have your list on it and their list on it. So I hope that you found this to be useful. Any comments or questions, you can either leave them below, or you can visit me at ginastore.com and click on the videos link, and you can leave your comments there instead. I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope that once again I've been able to help make your life a little bit easier with some of my tips and tricks. Take care and see you soon.